When I was younger, I didn't really think of myself as anything. I guess because at that point, no one had put any labels on me. So it was probably when I was 11 that I was first mistaken for a boy.
How did that feel at that exact moment? Can you look back on it?
I was shocked, actually. It kind of just felt like someone knew something about me before I did. But I hadn't heard of anyone else who identified as non-binary or who identified outside of what we see as like the two sexes. But I had my own ideas of what I wanted. I knew that I wanted to change my name before I even knew that that was possible. And I started dressing more masculine because I really wanted to take that part of me and I wanted to become empowered by it. But there were definitely some struggles during that time. My parents didn't really understand. I remember having some difficult conversations with them about it. When I told my mother that I wanted to change my name, she blew up. She felt that it was disrespectful of me to take something that she had given me and change that. But at the end of the day, I felt like what was given to me was something to just describe me by until I figured out who I really was. Definitely going through puberty is when I started to become anorexic. I was starving on purpose. I was a part of pro Anna websites, all the nines. And for a long time, it seemed like it was okay. It got really bad when I was 15, and then it just continued to get worse until I was 20. The doctors had kept telling me, hey, we really think you should put on weight, but I kept going back and forth with my doctor saying I don't want to gain weight, I don't want to have breasts. I just didn't want to deal with it, and I knew that I wasn't going to be able to at that time afford surgery, and I wasn't able to see a trans doctor for hormones to even get my surgery later on. So I continued, and at my lowest, I was 92 pounds, and it was actually on my birthday. I was walking to go get a tattoo and my legs just completely gave out. Because I was anorexic, I was used to keeping tuna packs with me in case my blood sugar got low. You know, I didn't want to take myself to such an extreme where this actually would happen, but I knew that I wasn't feeling good. So I sat down, I ate the tuna snack, and I thought, okay, I just ate a little bit, I'll be okay. And it was an instant, I fell to my knees. My legs felt like they were on fire. And what that is it's your nerves shooting off. They're misfiring, basically. So I went to the hospital. I got to the hospital and I told them, hey, I'm anorexic. My legs just gave out and I don't know what's going on. And at the time they told me, you know, your heart is racing, but there's nothing wrong with you. It's very hard to identify nerve damage. That's something that you have to go to a specialist for. So at the time, they didn't really know if there was anything wrong with me. It took about 4 months to finally get to a place where I could start walking again. But I definitely still do struggle with the pain.
Yeah, the dysphoria. It's not good. It can literally put your health and life at risk.
Before I had the fall, when I knew my anorexia was at its worst, I actually didn't have any support. I told my parents that I wanted to come back home because I wanted to go to a specific anorexia hospital, and they told me that they were not going to support me in that and that I needed to take care of myself. So I knew that I had to be stronger than what I was dealing with, and even with my dysphoria, I still have it, but it was just a strength inside of me that I knew I couldn't keep doing this to myself, and I had to push through, and I had to be stronger than the demons that I was dealing with.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
It's a lot to have to go through without any support. If current Piggy could go back to Piggy maybe at the peak of when things were bad, what would you tell yourself?
I really like that because I sometimes think about that.
Yeah.
I would say, I know that you're struggling right now. I know personally, of course, that you are struggling right now, but I want you to know that loving yourself and taking care of your body is more important at the end of the day. I love you, and there's a way that you can love your body and be true to your gender identity, and I just want you to know that. You are stronger than anything that can come towards you. I am constantly reminded of that. Every time that I think, oh, there's no way I'm going to get through this, I get through it and I come back 10 times stronger.